In the book of Genesis, I started reading this again this morning. Um, I was hearkening back to the time that God spoke to me and told me his will for my life. I asked him one time, and his answer was simply three words. For those of you who know me, you know my answer to this. He said, "Stay by me." He didn't tell me to go here. He didn't tell me to do this. He didn't tell you to go over here and meet this person. Stay by me. Simple, straight. A couple years again, I asked the same question because I thought, events happen in my life. Obviously, the course would have changed. I asked God again, Father, what is your will for my life? He said again, stay by me. Another year later, some more events happened in my life, which really altered my course. And I one more time asked him, surely it would have changed now. Father, what is your will? What do you want me to do? His answer again, stay by me. That's all he said. I never asked him again. I think three times was enough. I think I got the point. But I'm reading in the book of Genesis and looking at the relationship that Adam had with God. And really, those instructions that he gave to me, in a nutshell, are really the instructions that he gave Adam. Now, there were some things that he was telling him to tender the garden, but he also told him, do not go near or touch the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, the tree of life, every other tree, but don't touch that. For if you eat of that, you shall surely die. I really feel, and I think anybody can really dispute me on this, that God did not want us to know evil. God wanted us to be ignorant of that knowledge and to stay by him. When Adam clinged to God and saw only God, there was nothing wrong. Everything was perfect. When God created Eve, and I'm reading here in the Bible too, that when the serpent tempted Eve to eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, I'm reading, the Bible never actually mentions that God talked to Eve and told her not to eat of that. Eve told the serpent that God said, if we're not supposed to touch this, but I believe that Adam told Eve, so she had the word of a human, not God, to go on. As a result, it was Adam's acceptance of eating that fruit, because now he did not base everything off of strictly what God said. Now he was coming back listening to what Eve said, and as a result, sin came in the world. We need to stick close to God's presence. I mean, he's always there. I mean, the word clearly says that, and his spirit and revelation shows it. But we need to cling to God so tightly. And when you do that, the instructions and the life mode is so simple. It's so easy. We as human beings complicate matters. We want to break down evil and study evil. It's all about evil. When you look on the television, if you think the television is not evil, just turn the power on. It'll be on in like about a few seconds. It's either something's going to get distorted, some tragic event has happened in the world. Most of the time, it's going to be something that you have absolutely no control over. All you can do is just get upset on it and have it ruin your day. If you're going to tell me something that's going to be that's detrimental, at least tell me something that I can use to help fix it. But if you just tell me something just to be upset, all that's meant to do is just to bring something down. But God wanted us to be ignorant of that. God wanted us to be knowledgeable in him, and strictly in him. because that's our creation. That is who we are created to be. We are his children. And when we stay close to the Father, everything works. God's instructions to Adam are God's instructions to us. We can choose to live in the Garden of Eden with God if we keep focused on him. When we start to stray and we start to listen to the temptations as sin is now being ushered, that's when things open up and peril can happen. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. God, as big of a God as he is the simplest God there can possibly be. God bless you. Have a great weekend.